The Inspector General of Police, Sidi Mukhtar Touray, has given details of the recent security concerns in the country following the reported armed robberies at Access Bank at Bruceby and El Hela shop in Banjul. Addressing a media conference at the anti-crime unit in Banjul, IGP Touray reaffirms the public that the police force remains fully committed to ensuring the safety and security of the nation. The recent armed robberies were said to have raised significant concerns regarding the country's security, but Touray emphasized that the Gambia police force is taking all necessary measures to address the situation and assure citizens of their safety. Let's take a look at. Following a series of high-profile robberies that have sparked nationwide concern, Inspector General of Police Sidi Mukhtar Touray has assured the public of the Gambia Police Force's unwavering commitment to combating crime. Addressing the media on Wednesday, IGP Touray acknowledged the growing security concerns but emphasized the law enforcement is intensifying efforts to track down perpetrators and strengthen crime prevention measures. He assured citizens that with the support of the government, the police are taking proactive steps to restore public confidence and ensure national security. Investigations into the recent robberies at Access Bank and El Hela Enterprises in Banjul have uncovered links to a notorious criminal network led by one Ansumana Jaju, widely known as Ansu. Jaju, a fugitive with a history of organized crime dating back to 2014, had previously escaped from custody while on trial for the robbery of Guarantee Trust Bank in Bakau. He has since been implicated in multiple heists, including a 2022 case in Senegambia, where a businessman lost a substantial sum of money in the latest incidents. Jaju and his accomplices, Hussein Jabate, Abdullah Jallo, and Omar Seka, allegedly orchestrated an armed robbery at Access Bank on January 22, 2025, making off with $1.6 million. Days later, the gang struck again, targeting El Hela Enterprises, where surveillance footage captured them threatening staff before escaping with cash of $1,245,000 and $1,650,000 safe in an unregistered BMW. IGP Touray reiterated that the police, in collaboration with regional security forces, are actively pushing the suspects and will leave no stone unturned in ensuring their arrest and prosecution. He urged the public to remain vigilant and cooperate with law enforcement to help curb the rising tide of criminal activities.
By now, everybody here in this hall will agree with me that we have all seen the CCTV footages of the alleged robbery which was conducted at Access Bank in Bijilo. 3 of them, driven by a taxi driver, went to the bank, as I mentioned during my appearance at GRTS on that fateful day, conducted their operations using these same weapons that they were able to procure. The suspects are no other person but the same Ansumana Ansujaju, Loseni Jabate, Abdullah Jallo, and one Omar Seka. This time also, they jointly shared the money, and each of them was able to get $400,000.
IGP Touray further reveals that at the time of the operation, the vehicle used by the suspects had no license plate. However, upon further investigation, authorities discovered that the number plate had been illegally issued to them.
After that robbery, considering themselves as successful, now they become emboldened, and in a rare and brazen attack, they strategized and also went to attack a Mauritanian shop operated by Al Hela Enterprise located along Hagan Street in Banjul. But prior to this operation, they jointly contributed money and bought a BMW ash color, which they used in that operation. Here, I want to state that by the time of their operations, the vehicle was unnumbered. But when we check in the system with the company that are responsible for printing number plates, we realize that actually the vehicle was numbered, it was registered, and the number plate was legally given to them. But as we all know how criminals and criminal elements operate, they remove this, conduct their operations, and instantly fixed the number plate again. The cost of that BMW was $150,000. At the El Hela shop, $1,245,000 was taken, and then CFA denominations, $1,650,000.
Meanwhile, Assistant Municipal General of Police for Crime Management, Dembaso, who heads the Gambia Police Force's Investigation Division, provided clarification on the recoveries made in connection with the El Hela robbery as part of the ongoing investigations.
The money you see before you was money that was recovered. The figure that was stated by the complainants remains to be the same, that is $1,250,000 is $1,650,000 CFA. However, the suspects declined to state how much each had from this money. So what is presented before you is recovery that we have made from them, not actually their shares, because they declined to state how much each of the two had from these amounts that were stolen from the recovery. Also, as you see before you, the implements that you are seeing before you are linked to the respective break-ins and robberies that happen as alluded by the IGP.
The Gambia has witnessed a surge in armed robberies in recent years, raising concerns over public safety and law enforcement efforts. As highlighted by IGP Touray, one of the most notable cases dates back to 2014 when Guaranty Trust Bank in Baka was robbed, with the principal suspect Amsomano Jaju escaping while on trial. Since then, he has been linked to multiple robberies, including the recent attacks on Access Bank and El Hela Enterprises. Investigations revealed that Jaju and his accomplices have been operating across borders using smuggled weapons and illegally registered vehicles. In response, the Gambia Police Force under IGP CD Mukhtar Touray has intensified efforts to dismantle criminal networks, recover stolen assets, and bring perpetrators to justice. For African News, Khadija Tujalo.